Welcome to today's video. We are going on a bit of a road trip all the way from Adelaide over to the York Peninsula, and we're going to see what we can find on the way. I hear there's quite a few things to see. There's silo art, which will be quite cool. There's probably some chocolate shops because they seem to be everywhere through roads on Australia.
And the pink lakes, if they're pink enough.
Lakes. Apparently there's been quite a lot of rain, which may have diluted the pink lakes a little bit, but I'm going to get the drone up and we're going to get some awesome shots. I cannot wait. Oh, and picturesque beaches over in Port Hughes. Come with us for the journey. Oh, and we're getting there in a Tesla, so we're going in a bit of style.
You're leaving tomorrow, and I know that you hold me close to you. Ooh, and I'll make all your wishes come true.
Someone may not have charged the car fully overnight, so we were getting to Port Wakefield and we were running a little bit low. So we've taken a detour over here to Clare Valley. We found some Tesla chargers. That should charge up about 120 kilowatts an hour, so that'll get us going nice and quickly. Now, this just shows that yes, there aren't enough chargers. However, if you plan correctly, you'll be perfectly fine with an electric car in Australia, and it's getting better. And if you're in a Tesla, while you're charging, you can stick on YouTube, go to Charlie and Rob, hit that subscribe button, and watch one of our many videos. We've arrived at Lockheed, and here is the massive pink lake. Now, it has rained a fair bit recently, so it's not quite as pink as it could be, but this is pretty cool because the town is called Lockheed, and for some reason they think it is suitable to put a Loch Ness monster, the link with Lockheed, right in the middle as a little bit of a tourist attraction. But it is just crazy. Do you know why it's pink?
It's to do with the chemical reaction from the salt. It's very salty.
So it is, I was thinking, because it is quite salty, I'm thinking it must be salty. Either that, or it's the sort of animals that live in it.
It'd be like the plankton.
Yeah, because I know there's places in the world that is what causes it, but we're thinking it's probably because of the salt, and once again, there's flies everywhere.
As I said, there was one on my leg, I was like, oh, what's on my leg?
Definitely worth the trip. We've obviously got further to go on our trip down to the sea.
It's stunning just to come all this way just to see this.
Yes.
There is nothing at home anywhere near like this.
Let's get the drone up and we'll get some awesome shots. I stand slightly corrected. This has actually turned pink because of the algae in it. So I was pretty close. Yeah. I thought it was salt. I thought then maybe it was like the creatures, but it was actually the algae that has turned it pink. Actually, when it rains, it gets less pink. So it has had a bit of rain recently, so it's not as pink as it could be.
Which is amazing because it's actually still really pink.
Yeah, and it has been continuously mined. Because it is salt, it's been continuously mined for salt since 1881. But it is an awesome place to come and visit. So if you're in the area, make sure you come here when you're in South Australia. Well, it's quite good in Australia because when you go further out of the cities, the roads are pretty straight. So in a Tesla, at least, you can just let it go. We are 12 miles away from Port Hughes now. The light is setting in. It feels really weird because it is 33 degrees outside and it won't be long until it is dark. Whereas in England, if it was this temperature, it would probably still be light and up until about 10 o'clock at night. So we're going to get to Port Hughes, settle into the hotel, and then go out for some dinner, and then we'll probably do some exploring tomorrow on the way back, I think.
Welcome to Port Hughes, where we are spending the night tonight, and we are down on the jetty to see the beautiful sunset.
It's very nice down here. It's taken us a long time, basically all day. The sun will be slowly setting down. It's got a little bit cloudy as we've got here, hasn't it? But it's sort of
A bit colder, I've got my
up.
jumper on.
That's okay, but we're spending the night here, and then tomorrow we'll be heading back to see some silo art, hopefully, and anything else that's on the way. It is beautiful here, it really is. I think we can sit out on a veranda
Just have a nice relaxing
and just
night.
watch the sun go down. It is very, very beautiful. Lots of people on the jetty currently fishing. So lots of people enjoy this as their sort of holiday. It reminds me, this where we're staying, it's sort of like a chalet and caravan park. It sort of reminds me in England what we would go and do as kids,
Yeah, me too.
but slightly nicer, with slightly nicer seas and slightly nicer weather than we would get as kids, because the water is crystal clear. Let me just
really
show you
nice.
this. The water is so clear. It is fantastic. And it's quite calm today as well. So would you go in for a little dip in the sea?
Should we go and see how cold it is?
Okay, come on then. We'll see how cold it is on your feet. I'll let you do the honours. You can be the dummy.
Even that little bit there was cold, so
Yeah.
I'm not holding out much hope.
Go on, get in there. Come on, a little bit deeper. You can do it. It's quite shallow here, to be fair. Oh, ooh. A little bit chilly.
Very cold.
We won't be going for a swim then, I don't think, in the sea. Maybe
You
when
can, I'm not.
maybe when we get up to Queensland, we'll try and get into some sea
Try and
waters.
brave it up there.
Thank you so much. We're not ending the vlog here, so we're gonna keep going, but we're gonna end the evening. We're gonna go for some dinner, hopefully enjoy a nice sea view dinner. And I wish these flies would go away. Oh my God. Australia, a serious point though, Australia at this time of the year has a serious fly problem. It is a nightmare.
You have to
Constantly.
just kind of be like a cow or a horse and just let them sit. But I can't do it, it's too annoying.
Yeah, well, we'll see you in the morning. Good morning, everyone. Now, I've got my hood up because these flies are doing my head in. I've put some bug spray on and it doesn't seem to be doing anything at all, and they're all over me. But I wake up in beautiful Port Hughes. Look at this, just, oh my God. The clear waters are still here. It's low tide at the moment, but it is absolutely stunning to wake up here. But I've got a little story to tell you because it all kicked off last night. Now, over there is a bar and restaurant. And late last night, we heard a big bang, almost like the thunder and lightning, but it wasn't. A guy had come out, drunk, got in his RV, camper van, whatever you want to call it, and basically driven straight into a car, off the edge, pushed two other cars in, and an absolute wreckage has ended up happening. Insane. I don't even know how he managed to do it, but lesson for everyone, don't drink and drive. It endangers your life and everyone else's. But as you can see today, they've got the cranes trying to pull everything out. Absolutely crazy. But today's adventure, we're going to continue back to Adelaide today. Hopefully we're going to see some silos with all the murals and all the artwork on. So that should be pretty cool. Weather's warming up. I'm actually quite warm in this. I don't know why I've got this on, but flies. Anyway, come with us. Quick stop at Wallaroo for breakfast. We found a bakery that's meant to be quite good. This is a strange little old town, mainly for the docking and getting fresh produce onto the ships, but it's very brown, unlike most other places where it's been quite green. Right, let's get into the Jetty Road Bakehouse.
Yes, please.
Charlie's gone for a freshly baked pie. Unlike at the football, this should taste a little bit better.
I'm
Stick your
excited.
mouth around that. And you've gone for ketchup on top. I hope you ain't got ketchup on your nose. Any good? Is it better than a football pizza?
Much better.
Football pizza? What am I about? Football pie.
Much better. The pastry is
Yeah,
really
and you'll
good.
get added fly with it as well. We've stopped in Butte. Now, if you are from Australia, you'll know all about silo art. But if you are not from Australia, silos all over the country get painted to look incredible. Look at this. Now, they get painted as a sort of a distraction to people who are doing long distances, and they can stop and have something just fantastic to look at, give a little bit of a rest. But some of the artwork is incredible. If you look at this, I'm going to get the drone up as well, but this goes all the way around, and it is a girl. It's normally depicting what's in the area. So for example, you can work out here, there's a girl here with her bike, pick some flowers. There's a train line that goes across, a little farmhouse with some sheep, rolling hills. And I think that will symbolise what it's like in Butte. And actually, here you go. Right next to it, you've got the train tracks here, because what happens is in these sort of middle of nowhere sort of towns and villages, you'd be harvesting all the crops, and they would spill out the silo. Hang on, they'd spill out the silo here, straight onto the trains, and taking it further away. So these are vital things, but a fantastic idea to paint them all up and just give a sort of moment for people just to stop after long drives, long trips, and just look at this. What do you think, Chaz?
The detail in it is absolutely incredible.
It's
like,
really,
I
really
didn't
good.
know what to expect. I was expecting maybe more like graffiti, because I hadn't looked at what to expect. But this
It's
is
so
actually
realistic,
insane.
right?
Yeah.
Just looking at the girl's
even the way her face-
details,
yeah.
it's just so lifelike.
And all the birds, and like the more you look at it, the more you spot little things as well, like the little bits on her bike tyres. And the sheep in the background.
The shadowing. But the way they do it, I think, is they make grids. They do it in grids, so they know what is in each grid, and basically to break it up, because obviously painting that in one go is what?
And just do it bit by bit.
Yes, they do it bit by bit, but it's just fantastic, isn't it?
It's amazing. Really brightens up the area as well.
Perfect
And I
spot.
think that actually could look quite ugly.
Oh yeah, we saw
looks so
some
pretty.
further up, and they're pretty boring, pretty bland, but this is just so vibrant and so attractive. How many of these silo artworks have you seen on your long journeys? And I would like to say, not every Aussie does long journeys, but if you have, how many have you seen?
I've come back to the viewing area, which is a little bit further on, but it's a better view, in my opinion, because you can see it all as one. So you can see the cockerel on the side now and the girl, whereas when you're a lot closer, you struggle to get it all in. But it's absolutely stunning. Really nice picture. The little pink clouds, lovely bit of artwork.
And we end where we started, back in Adelaide. We went off the grid, away from the big
Out of the
cities
city,
this
which
year.
everyone told us we had to do.
Everyone said last year, get away from the big city, and we did. And it was a lovely trip, a little bit of driving that I did most of, all in the Tesla, which was fun. There's a dog barking next door. I hope you enjoyed. We saw some different things that we wouldn't have necessarily seen while we're in the city, such as the pink lakes and the silo artwork, which was awesome. Please do, what do they have to do?
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe so you can catch the rest of our Australian trip. We'll catch you next time.
Bye.